Devon Larratt versus this big guy Mark, who's been arm wrestling only for 4 years, and we can see that Devon is already struggling a lot. He's under the table in a deep king's move, his pronation is almost gone, he's redlining, shaking, basically having all sorts of trouble. But the question is, why would the number 2 super heavyweight arm wrestler in the world struggle against an unknown guy? To answer this question, let's dive deep into Devon Larratt's training style, the secret of Devon's strength. Devon has already informed us arm wrestling fans that he won't be lifting any weights in the gym, even in arm wrestling specific exercises, until the Vitaly Laletin super match in August. And it obviously includes the Alex Kurdecha match too. But the question is, why? Why would he stop something which has been working for him until now? How can you get strong without even lifting the weights? I don't know the exact science behind it, but I can certainly tell you with a surety that this can only work when you're the strongest guy in your training group. For example, let's discuss this practice. The strong guy Devon keeps arm wrestling everyone until he gets tired due to the sheer volume of arm wrestling, even though he has just been operating at 50 to 60% of his strength. It is only then when Devon can start operating at 100% strength, because their remaining power is leveled out. After few hours of arm wrestling, Devon is weaker now. Those guys are still relatively fresh because they are taking maybe 15 minutes break before they get to pull Devon again, while Devon on the other hand is not leaving the table at all. And then comes the real gains, when Devon is all tired, shaking red and dropping his body weight to gain leverage and avoid the pin. Don't tell me that he's just playing with his opponent, because he isn't. He's going all out as hard as he possibly can, and going at near 100% strength even in this depleted state of strength can trick Devon's nervous system, his muscles and his ligaments into believing that he's actually going all out. Well, he kind of is. Obviously, it won't give you the same results as actually going 100% when you're completely fresh, but it can be pretty close. And the plus point here is the low risk of injury. Yes, Devon is going almost all out, but he only had 60% strength to begin with. What can he possibly injure with just 60% of his max strength? Try to remember all of the arm break or bicep tear videos which you have watched until now. How many of those injuries happened in the first 5 or at most the first 10 seconds from ready go? Almost all of them. Why? Because after 10 seconds, you're barely left with enough strength to injure yourself. That's why this training style is super effective and it's almost injury free. You'll have those minor tears here and there, but nothing serious. Nothing that the body cannot recover by itself within a couple of weeks. And that's why this training method is super effective. Because when you're tired, not only you're operating at near max available strength, but you also have to focus a lot on your technique just to avoid getting pinned, just to avoid any further fatigue, because if you're left behind the group, then you may not get any training after that. You need to avoid getting opened up and getting pinned at almost all costs. What happens when a beginner or a weak guy tries to copy Devon and implement his training style? He's clearly not the strongest guy, so he operates at 100% strength right from the beginning, because most of the times the other guys aren't going to go easy on him. Not everyone is like Devon Larratt. So unlike Devon, he's going all out right from the beginning and not after getting tired, after balancing the field. And once he's tired, his training partners are still much stronger than him. So he's essentially just hitting a wall and risking damaging his joints if he keeps arm wrestling for a very long time, which realistically he cannot. He gasses out very soon and then he stops arm wrestling. Well, you can then question me that how does Auden Larratt arm wrestle for hours then? Because he clearly isn't the strongest guy at his dad's gym. Well, I would say out of his total hours of training, total hours of arm wrestling, I don't think he spends most of the time against either Devon or Pork Chop. And even at 20 years of age, he is already one of the top 5 guys in that gym. So it's not like he's one of the weakest guys. When you see Auden on the table doing king of the table style arm wrestling, beating a bunch of guys, most of the times or almost all of the times, he's also against guys who are much weaker than him. It's basically the same as Georgi Svetkov saying that Sasho and Krasi helped him get a really good workout, get a really good preparation in for his upcoming super match. It's just that Georgi getting a great workout and Sasho and Krasi helping him out. I'm not sure if Sasho and Krasi are getting benefited as much as Georgi Svetkov is in that situation, because they are working on their angles too, which are required specifically for the upcoming super match. And I think this strategy is why Devon Larratt and John Brezink are super successful with just training on the table. And the reason behind that is they are already the strongest guys. It's not like they were weak and then they got strong with this method. They were already pretty strong before they started this. So basically the key is to get a bunch of guys who are weaker than you, but they know what they're doing on the arm wrestling table. Their technique is good, and as long as you are willing to work with them, as long as you are willing to get into bad positions that are so bad that you have to go basically 100% to get out of them, you are good to go. Thanks for watching, like the video, and I'll see you again.